Hello, everyone. This is Dr. Rhonda Farrell, founder of CSTGIA, bringing you week 48. We are talking today about the risk paradox, navigating cyber instability in an era of accelerated change. And really speaking about the unrealized opportunities in cybersecurity in the here and now. So, what do we do when the ground keeps moving? Cybersecurity leaders once fought threats that grew linearly. But in 2025, the threat landscape is not linear, it's compounding. AI evolves weekly, quantum capability accelerates unpredictably, geopolitical tensions spill into digital battlefields, and even our defensive technologies create new classes of risk through automation drift, synthetic identities, and opaque decision loops. We are living in what I call the risk paradox. The more advanced our systems become, the more fragile the ecosystem actually becomes. And yet, within this paradox lies extraordinary opportunity. Organizations that understand, anticipate, and can consciously navigate this instability will emerge stronger, more adaptive, and more secure. So, week 48 is about how we lead through this new reality. So, first, we need to examine the new instability, why cyber risk is exploding yet again. Well, because three global trends are converging to create a level of an instability we have never experienced. AI autonomy is outpacing human oversight. So Gen AI security tools are now making micro decisions faster than CISOs can review them. This introduces model drift, unexplainable outputs, and autonomous decision change with no human audit trail. This is the AI drift problem we explored in week 47, a voracious threat vector and a significant opportunity for redesign. Second is quantum proximity. Quantum is not a distant horizon, it is a developing operational variable. State actors, cloud providers, and research consortia are accelerating towards practical breakthroughs. This directly ties to the quantum trust themes in week 43, where trust continuity must be built now before Q Day. Fragmented cyber sovereignty. Nations are tightening digital borders, encryption mandates, data localization, platform regulation, cyber militias, and they are creating a fractured governance landscape. We are entering the geopolitical phase of cybersecurity where instability is strategic. The hidden opportunity, the rise of adaptive governance is the second area we need to look at. And so a risk paradox creates a rare opening, a chance to build cybersecurity governance that is dynamic, anticipatory, and human-centered, not bureaucratic, siloed, or compliance-based. This aligns directly from our cyber harmony framework from week 44, where governance becomes an orchestrated system, not a collection of isolated controls. Adaptive governance requires real-time policy adjustment, not annual policy updates, embedded ethics nodes, especially for AI-enabled defense tools, continuous resilience scoring, measuring not just readiness, but alignment. And lastly, distributed oversight, where humans and intelligent systems co-monitor risk. This is where cyber leaders shift from rule enforcers to risk choreographies. Part 3, cognitive resilience, leading security when the unknown multiplies. In week 2, you introduced cognitive resilience, the mental, strategic, and organizational agility needed for AI era complexity. Well, week 48 expands that concept. Cognitive resilience at the enterprise level requires thinking in multiple time horizons, tactical weeks, operational months, and existential years. Decision elasticity, making fast decisions without locking the enterprise into brittle strategies. Emotional neutrality under uncertainty, reducing panic-driven decisions and bias-driven reactions. And fourth, cross-functional pattern literacy, enabling leaders to see shifts across cyber policy, social, and technical landscapes simultaneously. Cognitive resilience is not optional. It is the currency of leadership in the risk paradox. Part 4, the unrealized opportunity, risk intelligence as a strategic asset. We have reached the moment where risk itself becomes a competitive advantage. Organizations that build risk intelligence ecosystems will outperform those that simply build controls. A risk intelligence ecosystem has 5 components: predictive risk mapping, using AI to forecast emerging threat classes, not just classifying existing ones; cross-domain fusion centers, human AI hybrid teams merging intel from cyber, physical, supply chain, and social vectors; autonomous defense loops with human ethical gatekeeping. This ties to our week 47 message: AI defends, but humans decide the moral boundaries. Fourth, digital sovereignty awareness, understanding where your data is, who governs it, and what rights you actually have. 5, narrative intelligence, a new leadership capability, detecting risk through patterns in misinformation, sentiment, influence operations, and geopolitical signaling. In week 48, risk becomes more than something to manage, it becomes something to master. Part 5, the practices of stability in an unstable world. To lead through the risk paradox, organizations must adapt 5 stabilizing practices: continuous cryptographic migration, such as post-quantum readiness, is no longer forward planning. It is currently active defense. Ethical autonomy reviews, monthly, not annual reviews of AI-enabled decision systems. Resilience layering, technical, operation, cognitive, and societal resilience, each feeding the other. Trust continuity systems, digital trust that spans classical and quantum domains. Lastly, rapid response governance, governance that moves at the speed of emerging risk, not the speed of bureaucracy. This is what cyber maturity looks like in 2025 and beyond. So in closing, the paradox becomes the path. The risk paradox is not a threat. It is an invitation to evolve from control to consciousness, protection to prediction, compliance to co-governance, defense to design. The future of cybersecurity will not belong to the organizations with the most tools, but to those with the deepest adaptability, the clearest values, and the strongest ability to lead through uncertainty. Remember, stability is not the absence of risk. It is the mastery of rhythm in an unpredictable world, and rhythm is what leaders create.